Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me at short notice, actually, and I do appreciate it. Um, I'm here to discuss what's been going on online. It's been going on for several years. Now, I have been dealing with this offline, and first of all, I want to say before I start, thank you to the moderators for being in the chat, and thank you to all of you that support me, and all of you who have sent me things and helped me with this heinous online stalking and harassment over the last few years. I'm slowly but surely getting through all of these haters, and quite a few of them have, wished they never did it. I don't know why people do it, but they choose to not like you online, and rather than just ignore you and go away, people choose to become very hateful and spiteful, and they do whatever they can to try and destroy you. They go after your family, they go after your friends, they go after your associates. There we go. Are we back on? Wow, everyone. That was a bit of a technical issue there. I apologize for that. So there we go. Technical issues. I have it on the computer. I've printed off what I needed to print off. It's 21 pages. And what I'm going to say is, if you don't like someone online, then just don't watch them. Whenever you become obsessed and you make up lies about them and you go after them and their family and you try and destroy their reputations by making up a lot of lies, after a while they snap. People like me do snap. And whenever I snap, that's when the haters go, you see, we told you he's nasty, because he snapped. Anyway, I've been dealing with Atlanta Overcaria. And Atlanta Overcaria was an online stalker who I found out who her identity was. And I have dealt with her. She probably won't tell people online what's happened to her, but she's been dealt with. There was another one that received another legal letter, and this morning I spoke to my barrister this morning, and someone posted yesterday online on one of my videos, why are you having a criminal online? Why are you having a criminal on your show? Now, that person deleted that comment, but not before I had a screenshot and put it together with 21 pages of stuff. But I'm not going to sit here and read through this because it's small writing. I've got it on my laptop. So basically today, a individual, and I have spoke to my barrister about talking about this, and it's okay. I'm not going to mention her real name, but an individual who has a YouTube channel, female, today received a legal email. But then she posted online, I'm going to pretend that, basically people said that she was going to pretend that she never had it. But the fact that she wrote that, I've screenshot that and I gave it to my barrister. A formal hard copy of this letter will arrive at her house in Brentwood. I have her address here. I'm not going to read it out. But this is what's been happening, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to read it out from my computer. So my barrister has written to this lady and said, Your conduct has caused our client considerable anxiety and distress, and we have been asked to write to you to set out our client's case. This matter is very serious and requires your immediate attention, and we have set out a course of action which our client requests you take in light of the contents of this letter. You must provide the undertakings requested at the end of this letter, failing which our client may take legal action against you. We would encourage you to get independent legal advice on this letter. You should not ignore this letter in the belief that our client will not take further steps to assert his rights against you. This letter is written to the pre-action protocol for the media and communications claims, a copy of which is available here. You've now received it. You responded. Please provide your response to this letter within the time set out below, ensuring that it complies with paragraphs 3.6, 3.7 of the pre-action protocol. What this means is the court proceedings against you in respect of the matters below are being actively contemplated by our client to be brought against you personally. Now, I've got 21 pages here of things that you've said about me which are false, defamatory, and harassing. You need to pay attention to this. Trevor Colt will no longer take people's shit online. People need to fucking understand this. I have the money to do it, and I'm doing it. Background. I'm not reading about the background of me. The background of me, everyone knows. Our client, Trevor Colt, decorated British Army, 2015. She's read this. After leaving the army, our client became an advocate of mental health. I've lost it all because of people's online harassment. You ready? Our client is publicly well known on social media platforms and is also a prominent YouTuber maintaining a large following. He maintains a large following on Instagram. I'm not going to go into the numbers. There we go. Now it says here, paragraph 10. You also maintain a presence on social media. You have a YouTube account under the alias of, you know who you are, under which you post several videos. Your channel is described as exposing things that the public need to know and pointing out Meghan Markle's fibs and fraud. Your channel has an audience of 1,900 subscribers, and your videos have attracted a total of 130,595. It may have went up now, don't know. On the 10th of May, 2025, you started a live stream on your YouTube channel, which lasted for 56 minutes and 23 seconds. The live stream was described largely as to take down of our client, who you referred to as one of the rotten core bullies on YouTube. During this stream, you made a number of false and defamatory statements about our client. Your statements have caused or are likely to cause serious harm to our client's reputation, including serious financial harm of which our client holds you responsible for. And I do. Paragraph 12. Your video expresses the view that online streamers may say what they like in their output, the defense against such consequences being that they cannot be traced because the residential address is not given out voluntarily. Well, you know I've got your address. You live in number 23. That could be anywhere in the world, by the way. Such consequences being that they cannot be traced because the residential address is not known or given out voluntarily. This is a mistake, an assumption, as you now know. And we recommend that you take specialist legal advice in respect of the contents of the video in question. Paragraph 13. On the 22nd of September 2025, our client appeared as a guest on the World Today show. He was described by Meg Ryan as a decorated British veteran who served in the Royal Irish Regiment and thanked our client for his time. What happened next? Number 14. Immediately following our client's interview, you left a comment stating, "Why have you got a criminal on the show?" Following a public backlash against your offensive comment, you saw fit to delete your offensive material. However, we have a screenshot is in Appendix 2. We have that. We address below in detail the defamatory statements you have published and the factual inaccuracies they contain. Defamation, paragraph 17. For reasons of costs and proportionality, we have not listed every single defamatory statement made by you during your live stream. However, if legal action becomes necessary, all these will be provided to the court. Paragraph 18. The live stream in which you have defamed our client was published on YouTube on the 10th of May 2025, titled tricky is toast. Let's talk about how he distracted everyone. See Appendix 1 for the full transcript. We have everything. Thanks to my wonderful audience and my wonderful community who send me everything. Do not think for 1 minute when you send me stuff that's being said about me that I am deleting it or file 13ing it or getting rid of it. I am collating it all. Here we go. 19. Your comments on the 22nd September 2025 on the following URL was defamatory and he is not a criminal. 20. The words meant and would be understood by a reasonable person to mean that A, our client is beyond reasonable doubt of possible legal challenge. You said I was a pathological liar and a manipulative fraud who intentionally misleads his audience for financial gain. You said I use bots instead of genuine audience members. You said I make up brave sounding war stories where in fact injuries came from self-induced road accident. You said as contravened a story of suffering from PTSD when he has not been affected at all. Now bear in mind, I've just had a massive fucking payout from the MOD after a 10-year legal battle, and I have all that evidence. You said I have embezzled and misappropriated funds of at least £20,000 collected for veterans and charitable causes for himself. Now, I have been investigated because of liars like you, and every single penny and every GoFundMe was accounted for. Every penny that I was ever raised was accounted for, and I was cleared because of liars like you. Again, that is going towards the court case. You said our client is a war criminal. You said our client is a parasite. You said our client is a narcissist. You said our client committed morally depraved acts during military service, including using a dead body to warm his feet. You have said all these things without the proper context. That will go against you. Our client has harassed and mistreated vulnerable individuals, including an elderly woman referred to as Kitty. Don't even know anyone called Kitty, so that's a lie. You are in serious fucking trouble. You are, and you don't understand the trouble you're in. Our client defamed and abused the memory of a deceased British soldier who he served with, Luke McCulloch. That is a lie, and I will take you to court for that comment alone. As soon as this is read out, ladies and gentlemen, I will have someone do a land registry check on this individual's property before I push forward with my legal action. I do request a full apology from this person. I do request this person to take down everything they've said about me defamatory. Now, if I get a full listen, I'm reasonable. If I get a full apology by this person and everything she said be taken down and she fucks off out of my life, I will not sue her. That is the bottom line. I can keep going about all the things she said about me. There's 21 pages here. You said, ready? You said that I not only defamed and honoured Luke's mother for pointing out his actions had contributed to her son's death. That is shameful to say that. You weren't fucking there when the mortar came in. You know nothing about me. You just make up lies. And every time I'm reading this, I get more and more angry. You must realise that I know everything about you. I know your address. I know everything here. You will get a hard copy of this. And you better do as you're told. Because I have lost the point. I have lost the moral standing to deal with individuals that have so much hatred inside them. I just, paragraph 21. The above allegations are denied. They are entirely baseless allegations of the utmost seriousness, alleging that our client has committed a number of serious criminal offences, including causing the death of an injured soldier and defunding charitable funds. You have said that. We have the links. We have it all here. We have it all screen recorded, and it's ready to go to court. I swear to God, you need to stop what you're doing. You need to stop what you're doing. I'm going to end the live stream because I don't want to say something completely stupid, but it's all here. I have everything that you've said, everything you've posted. So is my barrister. Listen, everyone, thanks for watching. I do appreciate everyone's support. I do appreciate what everyone said. Some people just think that social media is there just to be. Social media is serious. You cannot post things online and think you're going to get away with it. You can't do that anymore. I won't let it happen. Thanks for watching my live stream, everyone. I really do appreciate it. People that spread false information, defamatory and damaging information online just because they don't like you, keep saying things like, I have receipts. You don't have receipts. You've got bullshit from people spreading gossip and rumor, and you're in trouble. Take care.